Hey, welcome to the all-new Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, and you're in for a treat. All I ask is 30 minutes of your time, 30 minutes give or take, to give you the top 10 things you need to know to live your best life and grow your business. Welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. Want to connect with me? DM me, direct message me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Ramon Ray Smart Hustle, direct message me on Instagram as we begin the Rundown with Ramon. I hope you're having a great day today. Hope you're living a great life today. Hope you told somebody you love them. Hope you told somebody you care today. We're in for a ride as I give you the top 10 things you need to know to live your best life and or grow your business here on the Rundown with Ramon. I hope your day's been good. Maybe you woke up today not feeling so great. Maybe it's the middle of the day for you. Maybe it's the middle of the night for you, depending on when you're watching the Rundown with Ramon. But I hope your day gets better and better and better and better. And don't forget, there's always maybe a tomorrow. And whatever happened yesterday, let it go, let it go, let it go. So let's jump right into the Rundown with Ramon. Don't forget, if you're liking this content, you can find a lot of information to help you grow your business at zoneofgenius.com, at zoneofgenius.com. So let's get with it and step right in. Ding, 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 ding. Tip number 1, 3 simple ways to experience more happiness. 3 simple ways to experience more happiness. I got this from thought leader Ben Nemtin, Nemtin, if you don't know him, Ben Nemtin. And really interesting how he talks about the aspect of happiness. And he says, you get more out of life when you invest in experiences instead of just things. Yeah, things are okay. We need a phone, we need a car, we need our carpets clean, we need a nice pair of headphones or a podcast mic. But man, nothing beats investing in a great experience. An experience that you can remember for a lifetime, an experience that takes you to a whole nother level. So Ben says, invest in experiences instead of just investing in things, as I relate some things from Ben Nemtin. Ben also talks about the aspect of we are most fulfilled when we are taking action. If you're just sitting on the side of the road, you may not be experiencing too much fulfillment. But Ben challenges us and says, take action. I remember a few days ago, some time ago, maybe you've gone through this, and I'm curious if you identify with me. I was at the gas station, and I didn't tip the gas station attendant. I live in the vacation capital of the world, where our gas pumps are pumped by somebody else. Didn't give him a tip. I was feeling kind of not so good. You know why? Because I should have taken action. I should have taken action. By the way, am I alone in that? Have you ever been in a place where you knew you should have taken action? DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Let me know. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Let me know if that's ever happened to you or the time you did take action. I'd love to hear about it. But Ben reminds us and talks about we're most happy when we take action. When we don't take action, it's kind of hard to be happy. And third thing he says, the headwinds versus tailwinds asymmetry. This is so cool. If you've ever cycled, he says, into a headwind, you are keenly aware that you're in a headwind. However, when you turn around and suddenly have a tailwind, you notice that tailwind for a few minutes, and then you don't notice the wind at your back. The same is true in life, says Ben. When you move through your days, you must pay attention to the barriers, but you don't have to pay attention to the things pushing you along. Therefore, it's much easier to feel resentful towards the barriers than be grateful for the things going your way. So what are you going to focus on today? On the good things happening to you? Or are you going to stay in the muck and mire and just complain all day about the things not so good happening to you? Ding, 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 ding. Welcome again to the Rundown with Ramon. Teens are loving YouTube and other platforms, says research. Thought this was so interesting. You know, the platforms will go and come. Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Is it your fax machine? Is it a carrier pigeon? Who knows? But I thought this was pretty interesting. Not Ben, but this research is talking about the teens are loving YouTube. You know, it's a platform. It's a thing. One of the biggest search engines around. It's not just teens, of course, loving YouTube, but others are as well. 93% of teens use YouTube. 71% say they visit the platform daily. 60% report on being on the site almost constantly. But teens aren't alone, says The Hustle. In their love for YouTube, the platform has 2.7 billion with a B billion monthly active users, and it's just growing more and more. So what does that mean for you or your business? I don't know. YouTube is great. Search on it for things you need to know. Maybe you want to use YouTube to grow your business, put content on, content marketing, and more. It's to show you that, you know what, platforms go and come. But one thing that's here today is the rundown with Ramon. So that's a tip, a point for you today, whatever you do with it. But the key is people may ask me, and I often ask Ramon, which platform do I use for my business? Use the platform where your audience is at. If your audience is on Pinterest, well, you want to be on Pinterest. If your audience is on LinkedIn, well, you want to be on LinkedIn. If your audience, I don't know, does carbon copy papers all day, I guess you don't want that audience. But the point being is that these platforms are growing, and I want you to know about it. Never keep your head in the sand and saying, no, this is not for me. Do some research and know if it is for you. Ding, 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 ding. Did you know that Mickey Mouse is now in the public domain? Stop. Not literally like all the Mickey Mouse, like Disney World and all that, but Mickey Mouse, this character, which is kind of presented, as you can see on the screen there, it's now in the public domain. I believe in the 1920s or some time ago, whenever it was copyrighted. That copyright, 1928, I think it was, is now expired. And this is the first screen release from Disney called Steamboat Willie, featuring both Mickey and Minnie Mouse, becomes available for public use, report several sites, including the Associated Press. So does this mean you can go copying this and using it for your business? And you can go put mouse ears on your logo and say, we're, aligned with Disney World or whatever? No. But this does mean in limited circumstances that you may want to consider, let me not even say consider, just letting you know, here's the lesson learned for us business owners. When things expire, what will you do about it? And when things expire, if it's relevant for you, how can you leverage it? And some things may not even be worth thinking about. But I thought that was something you'd want to know, that Mickey Mouse is now in the public domain. And by the way, I'm curious, how many of you are Mickey Mouse fans, aficionados? DM me and let me know on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Reach out and let me know. I want to hear from you. But I thought that was interesting because people don't know maybe that copyrights do have an expiration date. And I think there were some extensions of that, some rules of that back in the day, but copyrights do have a expiration date. Let's see what's next on the Rundown with Ramon. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. Started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books, small business expert, motivational speaker, keynote speaker, and more. And I'm excited that you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. HR is good, but don't let it be a barrier. Woo! HR is good. You HR professionals out there, we like you. You people at SHRM, we like you. The Society of Hiring Managers and et cetera, we like you. But here's the thing for us entrepreneurs, for us business owners, for us leaders. The article from our friends at Girdley World, Girdley, Girdley World, is saying that we don't want HR to be a barrier and get in the way of us finding and hiring the right candidate. That is his advice, what he's saying. He lists actually 10 things about HR. Copyright your job ads. Be honest. And he says here, get HR out of the way. Great people choose bosses that inspire them. So don't have HR or recruiters pitch candidates. Let you and your managers do the pitching, ideally as the primary point of contact for qualified candidates. It takes more time from the senior people, but you want to sell them on the job as much as they are selling you. Applying for your own job as well. This is for the person, I guess, who is looking for a job. Stop looking for unicorns. Woo! This is big. We're looking for that perfect person who can do everything. They're very rare and far between. Maybe there's a person that can do that one task good enough. Set a shot clock. If you want to get candidates these days, you have to move quickly. Have a hiring process. Allow the process to fail. I've run many searches where I failed to hire anyone. That's okay. It's better than hiring somebody who's not good. Use assessments. Be public about it. This is some good advice. Again, want to give credit where credit is due from Girdley World, Gridley World. You can see Girdley there. Check out his email newsletters. I think that's pretty interesting advice that we can all follow and look to as we grow our businesses and make an impact in the world. What do you think about that, by the way? Those of you who have been looking for jobs, what has your job process been looking like? Those of you who are hiring managers, what has that process been like for you? Let me know. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray, Smart Hustle. Let me know how it's been for you. And again, welcome to The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. Ding, 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 ding. Chat GPT versus business consultants. Let me say that one again. Chat GPT versus business consultants. Wow. New York Times did a study, or not New York Times, rather, a study was done by organization, Harvard Business School, did a study of 750 white-collar workers. And the study, which is under a review at Scientific Journal, had some mixed results. But the bottom line of the study found that those who were professionals who leveraged the power of ChatGPT performed better. The volunteers are split into two groups, each of which worked on a different management consulting problem. Within each group, some consultants used ChatGPT after 30 minutes of training, and some used it with no instructions. And they found out the assumption was wrong. Some researchers had believed only humans could perform such tasks. They were wrong. The consultants who used ChatGPT produced work that independent evaluators rated above about 40% better on average. Woo! Interesting, interesting, interesting. So those of you who are poo-hooing ChatGPT and thinking it's not for you, well, you may want to reconsider your poo-hooing, because clearly ChatGPT is a thing. It's not just ChatGPT, generative AI. I use Jasper. So my point to you in saying, as I've said 40 zillion times, don't stick your head in the sand and consider these tools are not for you. These tools are definitely for you and can help you grow your business and take it to the next level. It's so important to leverage them as assets to grow your business, not to be something to fear, to think it's going to drain and pull your business down. Don't think that way. This is how businesses go out of business. The Kodaks of the world, the Blackberries of the world, keep their head in their sand and not understanding where technology is going instead of thinking where it is today. What are you thinking about that? What are you thinking about that? I know sometimes technology can be a bit scary. I get it. I get it. You're not sure the future. Not sure where it's going. Not sure where it's going. But I encourage you. Don't be afraid. Take heart. Look around you. Look for others. Look for mentors who are using it, who can help you. The last thing you want to do is say, it's not going to happen. It's not me. No, it's here. And it's time for you to leverage technology to grow your business and take it to the next level. Once again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. Ding, 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 ding. What's next? Blogging, why and how blogging is important and can help your business grow, says our friends at HubSpot. Top 3 reasons consumers read blogs and how to attract them in 2024. 2025, 2026, how to attract them, whatever the year may be. Blogging is alive and well. It's so important to understand. People like to read. People like to either be entertained or they like to be informed. They like to be educated. They want to laugh. Why do people consume blog content? To learn something unrelated to my career, to be entertained or pass time, to solve problems related to my career, to learn about news trends in my industry. Blogging is important. If you're blogging and filling a need and educating your customer, you are going to win. You are going to succeed. You are going to thrive by serving the needs of your customer and serving them in some way, shape, or fashion. This is important. People want to learn. They want to be educated. They want to be entertained. People want to know something new. Tell them something they don't know. This is so important. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I learned something today. This is important. Number 2, people read blogs to be entertained. People want to be entertained. People want to laugh. They want to have a good time. I mean, listen, let me hear from you about this. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Don't you want to laugh? Don't you want to be entertained? Maybe you don't. If you're one who doesn't, I'd like to hear from you. But I'm sure most of you do. So blogging is no different. It doesn't just have to be for business, even though it works largely for business. And third point from our friends at HubSpot here, people read blogs to learn about trends related to their job industry. We all want to be smarter. We all want to advance in our careers. We all want to advance in our life. It's so important to do that. How are you going to advance in your career? How are you going to advance in your life if you're not up to date on your industry, if you're not up to date what's happening? This is important. I've been blogging since April 1999, started my first domain name, bought the domain smallbiztechnology.com, then bought smarthustle.com, and sold them both. Blogging is powerful. Helping someone get information they didn't know, helping somebody be entertained, it's important. And if you're a business owner, no matter what business you're in and you're blogging, that means your blogging is reaching other people. Your blogging is changing the world. Your blogging is making a difference on somebody. You will win in the end. Blogging is powerful. There's so many tools that can help you set up your blog for success. And blogging in the greater sense is all about content, all about education. Gary Vaynerchuk has started that. Seth Godin is like the father of permission marketing. Get permission before marketing. He was really fastidious about email. Gary Vaynerchuk ushered us into this realm of social media marketing. Pound it, and talk about it. And blogging is an important asset, a tool that should be part of your strategy to share content, to share information, to grow your audience. As I talk about in my book, Celebrity CEO, it's about getting attention, building trust, adding value day after day after day after day after day. If you're not doing it, ladies and gentlemen, game over, game over. This is what we need to do in life and in business. It's about building trust. It's about building trust. Those who can close the trust gap will build a better business. I hope this is useful for you. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. I've started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books. I'm here to help you in your life and in your business. Yep, I can help in your life too. Been married for 30 years, got 2 adult kids. As we go on the journey of building businesses that help advance our life. And I want to be clear in this. I love what I do. I love building businesses. But also remember, why are we doing this? To make an impact in the world, to make a difference in the world, to help people along their journey. As we help more and more people along their journey, it also helps us along our journey. This is what life is about. I feed you, you feed me, and we all get fed. When you're selfish and you don't want to help anybody, life stops. Life stops. It's about helping each other, and blogging is one way to do that. Ding, 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 ding. Let's move on here. A new way to look at productivity, says Seth Godin. Seth Godin, one of the most prolific, influential people of all times, one of my favorite peeps, talks about a new way to look at productivity. I want you to pay attention to this. And if it speaks to you, if this is useful for me, DM me. Let me know if you're a Seth Godin fan. Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Let me know if you're a Seth Godin fan. DM me and let me know. But this is important that Seth Godin talks about a new way to look at productivity. And I want to share this with you. And he says here, 2 hats for productivity. When I'm clearing my inbox, responding to comments, doing things, these are chores. Chores are the backbone of industrial productivity. Chores. And chores are important, by the way. But he says there's another way to look at productivity. This is the hat of initiative. Finding a new way to solve a problem, or finding a new problem to solve, looking for tools, asking questions when we're not sure there's even an answer, says Seth Godin. Launching a new project that might not work. When staring into the bottomless hole of initiative, chores are often tempting because they put us back on firm footing. We're comfortable doing chores. We're comfortable doing chores. But here's what Seth Godin postulates. And if this is interesting to you, DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart House. I'd love to hear from you. Know if this is resonating, if this is hitting home with you. He says Neil has a simple solution for writer's block. Neil Gaiman. He puts himself into a room where there are absolutely no chores to do, no sites to check, no websites, no emails to answer. Nothing is there except for initiative. It's hard to wear 2 hats at once. I encourage you today, as you're thinking of growing your business, as you're thinking of living your best life, Decide, as Seth Godin talks about, which initiative is for you, which initiative you want. Is it going to be just about busy work? Or is it also about putting stuff aside, leaving that blank space, that white space for you to think and grow your business the way you need to do it? What do you think, by the way? Let me know. My name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, here to serve you and help you live your best life and help you make a difference in the world. Ding, 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 ding. What's up next? Minimum wage is going up, but it might not matter. Ooh, this grabbed me a bit. Minimum wage is going up in some states, but for some employees, it may not matter. We all have certain skill sets. We all have certain opportunities. We all have certain past experiences. We all want to get ahead in life in some way, shape, or fashion. And how we get ahead is different. It's different for my daughter than it's different for my son. But to be clear, people need to eat, people need to live, and money is a big part of the equation to make that happen. So when I saw this headline, minimum wage is going up, but it might not matter. And here's what it means basically is that minimum wage in many states is going up. But due to COVID and other things that have happened in life, many people's pay have already been going up. So that means if you used to get $7 an hour or $10 an hour, and I now am giving you $12 an hour, and then if minimum wage was $10 an hour and they're moving it to $11 an hour, I'm already paying you more than the minimum wage. So it doesn't change. It doesn't impact anything. So it's more of a social issue, a social thought that I wanted to touch on. There's no real answer that I have, but it's something for us to think about. And for those of you younger people who are starting out your first jobs, unskilled labor, those of you who are older even and having it tough to get the money that you want, don't have an easy answer for you except to say, A, leverage your network. Let people know you're looking. Number 2, educate yourself. Educate yourself more and more and more. Don't keep your head in the sand. Learn a new skill or get better at an existing skill. Find out what you do best and hone in on that. Talk to your manager. You may be in a position where there's no raise for you. Maybe you need to change jobs. Maybe to change where you're at. But I understand, see, that could be opportunity calling right now. But I understand that it's important. It's important to work. It's important to have meaningful work, important to get the job you want. Because if you don't have that, that's very difficult. So I empathize with that. But listen, minimum wage, it's not easy. But if you want to get more paid, sometimes you may have to take some other routes to educate yourself, leverage your network, talk internally. Maybe you have to do a whole new career change in life. No, it's easier said than done. I was fired from the United Nations. So I'm speaking from somewhat of experience here in some way, shape, or fashion. I hope that gives you hope. I don't want to depress you, but I hope it does give you hope and doesn't depress you. Listen, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Inside Selena Gomez's beauty juggernaut. This was an interesting article by Fast Company. And I think it's always interesting, these, celebrities and performers, Selena Gomez, I don't know her story offhand. I should have researched it and known it before I talked about it. But I find it interesting, a young lady who started young, and she's, of course, getting older and older every day like we all are. But I thought it was interesting. Selena Gomez, this high-powered celebrity, this artist, her beauty brand, how, with 428 followers, million followers she has across different platforms, probably Instagram. She has a new beauty brand. And how she's building it. She's 31 years old. This article is written by Karen Valby in Fast Company. But I thought it was interesting. Her new brand called Rare Beauty. And she's leveraging that brand to make a difference in the world. Leveraging that brand to make change. Leveraging that brand to be consistent. She knows she has power. How is Selena Gomez using the power? And this talks about partnerships as well. How can we partner with other people and make a difference in their world? So sales and social media metrics only tell half the story in a 2022 Gomez documentary, My Mind and Me. She used to be a child actor, first appeared on Barney and Friends. I didn't know that about her. But the point being here, to get here, she has her beauty brand. It's growing, it's popping. And she's figuring out, how can I make a difference? How can I ensure the beauty brand is a brand that I want to represent me, that is made the way I want it to make? And so I think even though we can poo-hoo and say this or that about celebrities who've done some great fame, and some people may look at them with jealousy, but I look at them for excitement. I look at them for hope. Wow, Selena Gomez is doing this. How can I learn from her? How can I work with her? She grew up in Grand Prairie, Texas, and went with her mother to the Mac, I think it's called Mac store, right? And she said, I want to do this too. Today, Rare Beauty is sold exclusively in 36 countries through its own website and at Sephora. The brand is vegan and cruelty-free, and it's considered entry-level prestige. Listen, I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm not going to dive into this whole thing, but I want to give you hope. I want to give you hope that as we grow our businesses, as we live better lives, we have an obligation to do or not do and make the world a better place. I don't know Selena Gomez personally, but hats off to her for doing her best to make the world a better place and make a difference. Last point I want to touch on, ding, 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 talking about here, Cash Flow 101, interesting article about cash flow. All I want to say about this is know your numbers, people. Know your numbers. Cash flow is essential. Cash flow is important. How much profit you have, how much loss you have. It's so important that you dial that in and make that happen. That you know how much money your business is making, how much money it's not making, because when you're losing money, you're out of business, and that's not a fun place to be. Listen, my name is Ramon Ray, and you can find information like this on zoneofgenius.com. I want to remind you, be clear on what you really, really, really want in life. Be clear on that, because if you're not clear, how can others be clear as well? Remind you, ask yourself, do you even want to be in business? It's a choice we get to make every single day. There's no music or soundtrack in life or business. It's just you and your business, you and your life. You got to pull yourself up and cheer yourself sometimes. Are you hungry enough to get to where you want to be? Are you hungry enough? Do you have that fire inside you to go on and make a difference? Pricing is important. Are you selling too cheap? Or are you selling at a premium, making a high profit so you can make the world a better place? Finally, I want you to ask yourself, what do you do best? When you have the intersection of what you do best and what you get paid to do and how you can help people, it's a beautiful world. You don't have a job, you have a calling, you have a passion, and you can do what you want and have fun doing it. Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. Definitely want you to hit me up, connect with me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Let me know how you're enjoying the Rundown with Ramon, what future episodes, insights you want to see, how I can serve you better. Thanks for listening to the Rundown with Ramon. Again, my name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. Have a great day. Thank you.